Today, we bring you a special listening experience, the classic story of Peter Rabbit, written by Beatrix Potter. This version is adapted for English learners at levels B1 and B2. Relax, put on your headphones, and let your mind imagine the story as you listen. Once upon a time, in a quiet part of the English countryside, there lived a family of rabbits. 4 little rabbits lived with their mother in a cozy burrow beneath the roots of a large fir tree. Their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. The rabbits lived peacefully near the edge of a forest and next to a farmer's garden. The garden belonged to a man named Mr. McGregor. Mr. McGregor was a gardener who worked hard to grow vegetables like lettuces, beans, and radishes in neat rows. This garden was full of delicious food, but it was also a dangerous place for the little rabbits. Every morning, their mother warned them, "You may play in the fields or in the lane, but you must never go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Your father went there once, and he had an accident. He was caught and made into a pie by Mrs. McGregor. Please be careful and stay safe." Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail listened to their mother's warning carefully. They were good little rabbits who obeyed her advice. They spent their days playing by the blackberry bushes, picking ripe berries, and enjoying the fresh air. But Peter was different. He was curious and adventurous. Sometimes he would not listen to his mother's warnings. One bright and sunny morning, while his sisters were gathering blackberries, Peter's curiosity got the best of him. He decided to explore the garden of Mr. McGregor, despite his mother's warning. Peter squeezed through a small gap under the garden gate and found himself surrounded by rows of green vegetables. He saw crisp lettuces, long green beans, and bright red radishes growing in the soil. The garden smelled fresh and inviting. Peter began to nibble on the lettuces. The soft leaves were cool and tasty. Next, he ate some French beans, which were fresh and crunchy. Then he moved on to the radishes, their sharp flavor exciting his taste buds. Peter was so busy eating that he did not hear the footsteps of Mr. McGregor approaching. The gardener had come to check on his vegetables. When he saw Peter in his garden, he was very angry. "Stop, thief!" he shouted, waving his rake. Peter was frightened. He dropped the vegetables he had eaten and ran as fast as he could. He ran through the rows of plants, trying to find a way out. But the garden was like a maze, and Peter soon became lost. As he ran, Peter lost one of his shoes in the cabbage patch. His other shoe got stuck in the potatoes. Soon he was running barefoot. Then Peter ran into a gooseberry net and got caught by his jacket. Peter struggled and kicked to escape. Luckily, some friendly sparrows saw him and encouraged him to keep trying. After a great effort, Peter finally freed himself but lost his jacket. Now, without his shoes and jacket, Peter was cold and tired. He continued to run through the garden. He saw a cat watching goldfish in a pond. Peter was careful to avoid the cat and quickly moved away. Peter found a small door leading to the tool shed. Inside, he hid in a watering can, but the can was full of cold water. Peter got wet and sneezed loudly. Fortunately, Mr. McGregor did not hear him and left the shed. Peter finally found the garden gate. He squeezed under it and ran all the way home. When Peter got home, he was very tired, cold, and dirty. His mother was worried. She gave him some chamomile tea and told him to rest in bed. Meanwhile, Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail enjoyed a nice dinner of bread, milk, and blackberries. Peter learned a valuable lesson that day. Curiosity can lead to trouble, and it is important to listen to those who care about us. If you enjoyed this story, please leave a comment telling us what you learned from Peter's adventure. Don't forget to subscribe to Fluent English course for more stories and listening practice. See you next time.